Good morning, this is Jay Croom on your morning gear, ready to inform, inspire, and impact you right there. Now for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now for a moment of silence.
Hello, JAG Nation. We want to update everyone about the academic protocols we are implementing this month for Q2 and going forward for the rest of the year. These updates are for Southwind High School as we continue to make adjustments based on data and best practices. The full-length video is on the school website, and it will also be linked to your syllabus for every class on your schedule, along with the document which explains the academic protocols. Our priorities and expectations are what ground our academic work here at Southwind High School. Thorough planning, flexibility, openness, student equity, and executing our instructional practices are what help us to maintain a comprehensive and responsive academic program even during virtual learning. During quarter one, these are the support efforts that we put in place to help our students. We did not want our students starting in an academic hole, and our teachers worked extremely hard to exercise grace and understanding to carry out this work. Students were able to submit all assignments. There were no late work penalties. Deadlines and due dates were extended, and this was all done to acknowledge the difficulty of virtual transition. But there must be updates and there must be added rigor as we move into quarter two. So here's the purpose of our academic protocols: to provide specific parameters for standards mastery, to standardize academic practices and provide equity, to increase student accountability while continuing to provide support for virtual instruction, and to inform students and families of policy, criteria, and expectations. We have to make sure that we are establishing stronger and better academic behaviors here at Southwind. So here's the general overview of the items that are covered in our updated protocol. Redo opportunities. Students will get 3 redo opportunities per grading period for full credit opportunity. Makeup work is for all absences. There is no late penalty for these. The number of days a student misses is the number of days he or she has to make up any work missed. Late work. There will be a 5-point penalty per week after day 7. This way we can balance exercising grace for students while also increasing those academic behaviors. Alternative assignments. Students are not exempt if they have tech issues with connectivity or devices. Our teachers will indicate in their syllabi how students can access a hard copy or an alternative way to do an assignment that meets the standard. Asynchronous learning. We will begin utilizing the option of asynchronous learning on Friday, depending on the teacher. Students must log into every period for attendance. This is not a logged off time, but an opportunity to meet the standards necessary without having a live lesson. Scheduled assignment and assessment days. We will continue this practice for our 9th grade core classes and PE. Grade repair and credit recovery. This will be managed through the grade level counselors, and there will be opportunities communicated with students who may have failed on how they can fix their grades or recover credits. Plagiarism. This has become a larger issue with the virtual learning. Plagiarism counts as a 0. It will be entered as a log entry in PowerSchool, and students can utilize the redo option. Students will not receive an exclusionary consequence like ISS or OSS, but it will be logged based on district policy. Lastly, IEP 504 and ESL. Our students with documented legal protections will always take priority over any school-based protocol. We will follow what's listed in their particular documents, and case managers will ensure that implementation is key and that they collaborate with the teachers. For academic support, this is the list of our administrators and what everyone is responsible for and who we support. This is the list of our counselors and ESL teachers, and you can see what they support. And lastly, this is the list of our special education case managers and which academic areas they support throughout the day and throughout the year. Overall, we want to give a quick update about our academic protocols, and we look forward to more academic success as we keep all of our students on track for graduation.
Before we let you go, here are your words of wisdom. Words of wisdom.
Ball it up. What if I step on it? What if I put it in trash? And then, watch this, I tear it in half. Think about it now, right? How much is it worth now? $1? I could tape it? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shh. Wait. Wait a second. I just balled it up. I just stepped on it. I put it in trash. I pulled it out. Then I tore it in half. And you mean to tell me I can pick the dollar up, I can wipe it off, and I can put some tape around it, and it's still worth $1? Then why, if this dollar doesn't lose its worth or its value, then why do you feel like you've lost your worth of value? Because many of you feel like you've been stepped on, you feel like you've been pushed aside, you feel like you've been abandoned, you feel like you've been talked about, you feel like you've been abused, like someone took from you, someone hurt you, somebody took advantage of you, and deep down inside your core, you feel like you've lost some of your value. And I am here to tell you today that this dollar still has worth and value, because there are some men years ago who put value over this life and said that no matter what happens to it, it can still be taped back together, it can still be wiped off. And I am here to tell you that you were created and you're born and you're here and you have life and you have purpose and you have value. And though you've gone through some hard times and though you've experienced some depression and you might be wanting to hurt yourself and you might want to give up, I am here to tell you still got worth and value. And there is nothing that can happen that can take your worth and your value away. So what you gotta do now is you gotta pick yourself up. You gotta dust yourself off and you gotta keep moving.